All right, cool. So we are now recording. So hey everybody, so welcome back to the new normal. The semester from here on out will be taught through a number of different, sort of technology applications. And I just wanted to begin by orienting you to these different applications, specifically Zoom and Moodle, and then Discord. So at the moment we are in Zoom, or I guess we're in something called Ring Central, which is its equivalent to Zoom. Really, Ring Central, I think, is just the version of Zoom that Southwestern has access to. And so it's the one that we'll be using. But in short, Zoom is a way for us to communicate to each other through voice, through video, and through chat. So at the moment when you all entered the room, I believe your cameras are by default turned off and your microphones by default are also turned off. But you should be able to adjust those, either turning on your microphone or turning on your video along the bottom of the screen, right? So there's a button to start or stop video. There's a button to start or stop your microphone as well. So if you ever want to ask a question, you can unmute yourself and ask the question, right? Just like in our regular class. I welcome your voice. And yes, what else did I want to say about that? Yeah, John, welcome. I know it's early for you. In addition to having the ability to talk, to me, you can also type a chat message. And if you look along the bottom of the screen, or you sort of like hold your cursor up to the bottom of the screen, you should see a chat option. So there is a chat window that allows you to ask questions or communicate without using a microphone. And so if you wanted to chat, you can just type in a message like hello, and you can communicate that way. So why don't everybody just do me a favor to confirm that you can find the chat window and that you can communicate. Why don't you just say hello or good morning or welcome back or any sort of small message like that, so we can all check in with each other. I love it. I love it. Look at all this. It's so good to see you all. This is great. Okay, cool. So yes, so we can communicate by chatting. We can communicate by microphone. What we will do in a little bit, not right away, but in a little bit when we actually get into the meat of the class, is I'm going to break you out into smaller groups, like so-called, breakout groups. But these will be similar to the tables that you sat in regularly during the semester, right? So we'll go into these breakout groups. We'll work on mathematics together. At that point, I'll definitely encourage you to use your microphone so you can talk to each other. You can work through some mathematics together, and all of that good stuff. So we'll continue to work on mathematics together in small groups. We'll just be doing it through Zoom. Okay, so that is Zoom. What I want to do now is let me jump in here quickly. I want to show you our new Moodle site, which is really the same as our old Moodle site. It's just been spruced up a little bit. So give me a moment to navigate to that. I think this should do it. Okay, and what you should be seeing now is you should be seeing my browser, which includes the new Moodle site. And I'm just going to highlight certain elements of it. Oh, well, that's a disaster. Let's not do that. Okay, so I just want to, there we go. I just want to highlight a few things. First of all, there is a slight revision of the syllabus. So now that we are working remotely, I wanted to change some of the language in the syllabus to better reflect our new normal. The new syllabus has been posted here. There's also a general calculus forum here, and this was Miriam's suggestion, so thanks, Miriam. But if you want to post anything related to calculus and just have a forum through Moodle, you're welcome to use this. This is your space to check in with each other. That was actually there before we transitioned to remote teaching, but I just wanted to highlight it. As we scroll down, we see all of our activity sheets. You should be seeing all these activity sheets. And now we get to the 2-week spring break and everything after that. So Moodle will be where we are organizing all of our new activity sheets, all of our quizzes, as well as these videos, which you've already begun to look at a little bit. First of all, as far as quizzes go, quizzes will still happen on Fridays, but now you will have flexibility as to when you take it on Friday. And that will be through the use of this so-called assignment, Moodle assignment. So you'll click on the practice quiz. I might actually have my page might look a little different than yours because I have the instructor view, but there will be a PDF. You'll be asked to open the PDF, to answer the questions, and to upload a PDF as your submission, right? That will be the equivalent of taking a quiz. And as long as you do that sometime on Friday, you are golden. So there is a practice quiz. There it is. There's a practice quiz to get you started and just to get oriented to what these quizzes will look like. This quiz is open now, and it'll be open through all of this week. So sometime before Friday, I encourage you to take the practice quiz to get a sense of how this will work. Okay, and then as far as the day-to-day of the class goes, in short, our class will begin to look a little more asynchronous, right? In the sense that I'm still going to be meeting Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m., and I encourage you to attend if you are able, sort of technology and other considerations allowing. However, I recognize that not everybody will be able to do this every time. And so I want to make sure that the class structure allows you to continue learning Calc2 to a high standard, even if you're unable to make every single meeting that we have. And to that end, I'm arranging the activity sheets a little bit differently. I'm arranging them into 2 sections, sort of a YouTube section and an on your own section. And the idea is that before every class, you should open the activity sheet, watch the corresponding YouTube videos, and complete that initial section. That's sort of your introduction to the new topic. So Calculus 2 activity sheet 16, that was the activity sheet for today. I asked you to open this, right? So this is introduction to series. I asked you to open this and to complete problems while watching YouTube. And I think there's 4 or 5 or 6 questions to complete while watching YouTube. The YouTube videos that you would use to complete these are given here. These are Calc2 video 16.1, Calc2 video 16.2. And if I click on that, I would go to our class's YouTube page, which we definitely don't have to watch altogether. But these are some videos that I've been creating to help us out, or to help us get ready for the semester. So before every class, watch those YouTube videos, answer those first few questions on the activity sheet, and then in class, we will spend time actually working through the rest of the problems on the activity sheet. So this is what we'll be doing in our breakout groups here in just a moment. If you're unable to make the class, that is okay, but know that at the end of the day, what I really care about is that you're able to work through the entire activity sheet, answering these questions with a degree of confidence and competence. So in a way, this is very similar to our class. We didn't always finish every question on the activity sheet, but at the end of the day, you were expected to have a good sense of how to complete the activity sheet. That will not change here. And so our class time will be spent working through this activity sheet material. And if you're unable to make the class, that's a-okay. Just stay in touch with me and work on your own independently to complete these. Everybody's situation is a little different. Everything's a little weird now. So at the end of the day, I'm happy as long as we're able to continue making progress on these activity sheets. and I'm happy to work with each of you individually to fit your needs or what have you. So that is, and maybe I should say, so this is for this week. I will be adding more material here for Friday's class. And I will also be adding down here at the bottom a new quiz, right? So up here was the practice quiz. Going down here, there will be the actual quiz that will be posted on Friday, just completed sometime on Friday. So, and then week in, week out, we'll continue with that schedule. And that is, cool. That is our Moodle page. The final thing that I wanted to talk about, let me see, is Discord, which a number of you have already seen or gotten access to. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I wanted to orient you to Discord in case you've never used it before. And full disclosure, I had never used it before a week ago when I began playing around with it. Discord is a way to organize different chat threads, either through text messages or through voices. And it is a way to try to, communicate or to sort of set up different channels in which individuals can talk. So in short, I'm using this program Discord as a virtual office. And you'll see this is Dr. Ross's office, and class space is the thread that you all are invited to. So the main and most important element of this is sort of here along the left-hand side. We have all of these different rooms that we have available to us. And each of these rooms come in one of two flavors. There's either a text room or there is a voice room. And text rooms are given by this little hashtag symbol, while voice rooms are given by this little speaker symbol. And so you'll see, for example, there is an off-topic or general hangout area, and that is currently being occupied by Caleb and Summer. We can see that that includes not only a place to type messages, but also a place to talk to each other. There's an office hours, general office hours area. There's a Calculus 2 area, and there's a real analysis area. Real analysis is the other class I teach, that I'm teaching this semester. So for our purposes, there's this general hangout area, there's this office hours area, and there is this Calculus 2 area. Now, in order to use this space, you can either click on the little hashtag symbol, in which case you get to the text message area, right? So this is like the Calculus 2 text thread, or you can click on one of these sort of voice rooms to enter that voice channel. So nobody else has to do this. Don't follow me here. But if I clicked on Calculus 2 Group 1, then all of a sudden I'm here in Calculus 2 Group 1, and I'm talking to anybody else who is in that same smaller section, right? If I wanted to go talk to Caleb in General Hangout, I would click on this, and then I would be here in General Hangout, and I would be able to talk to Caleb. And if I ever want to disconnect from my voice channel, I can just click this little like hang up button right here to disconnect. So this is a space outside of Zoom and outside of our class. This is a space where you can come to meet with me, to meet with your peers, and to work on Calculus 2 together. And I just want to highlight, I'll be having my office hours sort of here in Discord. I'll be hanging out in this office hours channel. But you can come to this space and use it anytime, even if I'm not here. So this is a good opportunity for you to check in with your friends from the class, or to meet new people from the class, but to come here to work on homework or to work through activity sheets together. So at the end of today, if you got partway through the activity sheet, but you still had questions and you wanted to keep working on it, you could just jump into the Discord, go down to Calculus 2, and then talk to other people who are in a similar boat. Maybe you all decide to work together and you jump down to Calculus 2 Group 1 and you work there. So this is a space where you can meet with each other or meet with me, really at any time in class or out of class. So again, in the sense of being flexible or allowing for multiple paths towards completing our work, this is a good place to come to meet other people or to talk to me. Let me disconnect from. Let me close this and let me come back here. So those are the big pieces of technology that I am sort of organized for the class, right? We have this Ring Central / Zoom space where we can all talk together. We have Discord, which is a more sort of like drop in, drop out office space / workspace. And then Moodle is sort of this central hub where every sort of official document for the class is being kept, whether that's an activity sheet, whether that is a YouTube video, or whether that is a what's the final thing I'm thinking of? Oh, quiz. Of course. Yes. So let me see. This question was asked, how can you find the Discord? The Discord was sent out in one of those long emails that I sent out. I'm sure you all are getting a million long emails right now, so I apologize for adding to that. But yeah, so I sent out an email that included a link to the Discord. Once you sign up, you can just join that channel, and then you're always a part of that channel. Every time you log into Discord, you can see what's going on in the channel. If anybody has any questions about any of this down the road, feel free to email me and we'll sort this out. At the moment, are there any questions about anything we've discussed, or, because this is all sort of weird, anything related to the class at all? I'll pause, I'll drink some coffee. Yeah, let me know if there are any questions. Feel free to ask or to type it into the chat.
Do you think you'd be able to put the Zoom, like, I guess, invite link into the announcements? I guess, like, next time, because I had to dig through my email to find it.
Yes, that is a great question, John. Just to make sure that I understand the question is about making sure that we all have access to this Zoom room and that the link is well advertised. So we can put the link in Discord, we can put the link in Moodle. It was in your email, you're right, but I should put it basically everywhere that I can. I think, fingers crossed, I think that this same link will work every Monday, Wednesday, Friday when we meet in Zoom. So I believe that the exact same link we used here, that should be just a standing classroom for us Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the same link should work in the future, but I'll put that everywhere to make sure that it's always easy to find. Okay, well, this is great. So at this point, I'm going to stop the recording and we're going to transition to the meatier part of the class, which is about actually working with the activity sheet. So what I'm going to ask you to do while I fiddle with this and get this set up correctly is to pull up the activity sheet that you began looking at, maybe just in a separate window. And our goal is going to be to break out into breakout groups. That'll take me a moment, but I'll get that set up for you. Break out into breakout groups and try to work through the rest of the activity sheet that we haven't had a chance to see yet. So let me stop recording.